place at the right time. Have you ever had an opportunity come up that seemed too good to be true, only for it to lead to meeting someone who changes your life? Maybe you were hesitant at first, not sure whether to take the leap, but in the end, it felt like destiny. These kinds of moments are the universe's way of guiding you toward the right person. When the timing is right, everything falls into place. You meet this person, and it feels like it was meant to happen all along. But perhaps the most profound sign is the feeling of personal transformation that comes with being around this person. When you're with them, you start to see the world differently. Your priorities shift, your perspectives broaden, and you start to grow in ways you never expected. This person becomes a mirror, reflecting back to you the parts of yourself you've neglected or hidden. They challenge you to become better, to heal old wounds, and to face parts of yourself you may have been avoiding. It's in these moments of deep personal growth that you truly realize the universe's plan for this relationship. These signs can be subtle, and sometimes we miss them if we're not paying attention. It's easy to get caught up in the noise of daily life, to brush off the coincidences and the strange feelings as nothing more than random occurrences. But when you start to tune into the energy around you, you'll begin to notice these signs more clearly. They're always there, guiding you, gently nudging you toward the person you're meant to be with. Have you ever had a relationship that felt fated? A person who seemed to show up in your life at just the right time? Maybe you felt that strange sense of familiarity, or experienced those random, synchronistic moments that made you question if the universe was trying to tell you something. It's not just about love. It's about connections that feel deeper, more significant, and like they were written in the stars. The universe has a funny way of guiding us toward the people we're meant to be with. Sometimes, it takes a little time to recognize the signs, but when you do, everything begins to make sense. You start to see the patterns, the connections, and the synchronicities that you missed before. And when that happens, it's hard to ignore the feeling that destiny is at work. If you've ever felt this pull toward someone, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's not just about being in the right place at the right time. It's about something deeper, something almost spiritual, that connects you to that person in a way that transcends logic and reason. It's the universe's way of saying, this is your path. This is where you're supposed to be. So, as you continue on your journey, pay attention to the signs. Trust the synchronicities, the coincidences, the strange connections that seem to defy explanation. Because when destiny wants you to be with someone, the universe will make sure you find your way to them, no matter what. If you're enjoying these insights into synchronicity and destiny, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. There's so much more to explore about how the universe works in mysterious and beautiful ways. And I'd love to hear your thoughts on this topic. Have you experienced any signs that led you to a special connection? Share your experiences in the comments below. Let's keep this conversation going, because when we pay attention to the universe, it has a way of showing us exactly where we need to be. There are moments in life when things just click. When you meet someone and, almost immediately, there's a strange sense of familiarity, a deep connection that feels almost destined. You know the feeling? That person you meet by chance, yet everything about them seems meant to be. This isn't a coincidence. According to Carl Jung, the famous Swiss psychiatrist, the universe has a way of aligning events and people in our lives when they're supposed to be there. Jung referred to this as synchronicity, meaningful coincidences that can't just be brushed off. So, how do you know if destiny is pushing you toward someone? Jung believed there are specific signs, clear markers, that can tell you if a relationship or meeting is part of a bigger cosmic plan. These are not just happenstances. They're the universe's way of pointing you in the right direction. One of the first signs is an overwhelming sense of recognition. You meet someone and feel like you've known them forever, even though you've just met. It's as if there's an invisible thread connecting you to them. It's not just familiarity. It's a deep, almost spiritual knowing that you've crossed paths before, whether in this life or another. Jung believed that these encounters weren't random. He suggested that when we connect with someone on a soul level, it's as if we are remembering something from the past, or maybe even something that was always supposed to happen. It's like an echo from a different time, drawing you both together in a very natural and powerful way. Have you ever experienced that strange feeling of meeting someone, and within minutes, it feels like you've known them for years? The conversation flows effortlessly, as if the two of you have shared a past, even though your experiences together are brand new. It's as if there's no need for awkward silences or forced small talk. Instead, everything feels easy. That's one of the clearest signs that destiny might be at play. The universe doesn't waste time when it's guiding you toward someone important. Another powerful sign is synchronicity. These are moments when events, situations, and people all seem to align in perfect harmony, seemingly for no reason at all. You're thinking about someone, and suddenly, they text you. You're planning your day, and out of nowhere, you bump into them at the coffee shop. These little moments of perfect timing aren't just random. They're signs that the universe is orchestrating events behind the scenes to bring you closer to someone you're meant to connect with. Jung talked about these instances where the ordinary world feels extraordinary, like there's an invisible hand guiding you. It's almost as if the universe is giving you small nudges, little whispers, saying, "This is meant to happen." Now, let's talk about feelings of déjà vu. Have you ever been with someone and suddenly had the intense feeling that you've experienced that exact moment before, even if you've never been with them in that way? You might be having dinner together for the first time, and everything about the evening feels strangely familiar. Maybe you even have the sense that you're following a script, as if every word and every gesture was written in advance. That's one of those signs Jung would call archetypal patterns at work. Jung believed that certain patterns of experience, things like love, passion, or even conflict, play out in our lives repeatedly, across different people, across different times. When we meet someone who triggers that deep sense of familiarity, it could be a sign that this relationship is part of a larger, more cosmic plan. The third sign that destiny is pulling you toward someone is an emotional intensity that feels almost too strong for the situation. It's like the connection you share with this person feels as though it's been years in the making, even though you just met. There's a deep emotional charge between the two of you, one that